Mic check. Mic check. Seems like we're working. Hello, YouTube. We may be doing another live stream. Let us check to see if we're working. It looks like we are good. Just taking a look, making sure the quality is okay. 1440 and 60, that's what I like to see. Yeah, so we're doing another live stream. I have no idea what we're going to be doing. I just feel like doing another. It's been a while. So it's about time, I think. I have some ideas. I know this is like a really boring screen to look at. It's actually like a new compositions, like new fortification compositions. Do I want to do it in VR or in another terrain? Maybe we'll do it in Tanoa, our favorite. Yeah, basically, we're getting closer to releasing this update. So I thought it best to start resuming some of our live streams. For a while, like there's a number of weeks there where the stuff, like the material we were working on was so dry that, and so also like very challenging as well to build some of these things that we were doing. It was so dry, so challenging that I thought it was more trouble than it was worth to live stream. Just like when you're working on something and you have to test it over and over and over, and like you have to deal with all the frustrations, it's not really worth like the like maybe some people are good at that. But I do what I want to do, and it sounded like a nightmare to be like streaming all that sort of hard grinding work. But we're out of that now. We're out of the woods. We've got through our headless client work. We've got through like the leaderboard system overhaul. A few other things, a bunch of other stuff we've added. So we've got through all that. Also, some of it is like I want it to be like a little bit of a surprise too. Like some really cool stuff we're working on is like prototyping and never seen before, different methods, new stuff. And I didn't really want to show all of that. I want that to be like something new, something interesting when it gets dropped. Yeah, there's that too. But we're sort of at the end of that, and now we're working on some mission changes. Um, like changes to AOs and stuff, like different objectives, tweaks to objectives. We're gonna try to use more urban centers. So instead of like, if this is the AO, instead of like objectives being like, out in like this area, it would be like sort of in this area, with enemies more active in town areas. So yeah, that is some of the stuff that we still have to do. But I see a way through. Like I have a good idea of how to do all that stuff. There's work to do, but it's not too difficult. It just needs to be done. Um, so first things first, we have to redesign our. We're at an extra alternative composition for some of our objectives, like for instance the supply depot, the data link. They don't always need to look how they do. Like if they're going to be in a town, maybe they look a bit different if they're in a town than if they're not in a town. So yeah, so we got some composition work to do, which is pretty easy. Like not easy, but um, I don't want to say like low stress either. It's just like easy-ish to work on. I figure we work on the data link first. We need like a flat space. So I figure like the air base is a good spot to do it. Um, but maybe we'll pick another location. Maybe we'll just do like a piece of concrete. What do we want to do? So I want to, we're going to do the data link first. And what we need to do, like we have a little booth that it comes in now. That's pretty shitty, but I mean, it's worked for a while. Like everything worked, which is nice. When you're designing these things, like just making something work is quite challenging. Like the data link right now, it generally looks like a building like this, and then it's got like a satellite dish on top, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But actually, it is quite fun now that I think about it. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. So maybe we'll just do another alternative composition for it. So what should we start with? I want to do like in my head I have like a cargo container concept. Um, Storage. Yes, we have cargo containers. What sort of containers do we have? Like a medium-sized military green one. It's pretty standard. Can we fit something? Can we fit like a composition in here? I mean, we're not doing like this isn't terribly unique stuff. Like we're just doing like a like you can imagine in a town, right? Like you know, put some buildings around it. Maybe like right there. Like that looks fine. Like maybe you come across like the data link and it's just like sitting right there instead of just like out in the bush up over here. But maybe it's in a container instead. Maybe it's like in something like this, like that or whatever, and it's like a data link sitting in there. So that's just what's going through my mind. So we have to do like a composition that involves the shipping or the cargo container. It's gonna be small too. Like it might go like where another building's sitting. Like it might have to fit in like a building-sized area. Wow, look at that clipping. When you're doing like composition work, you don't notice these things, but nice clipping there. Anyways, so we'll see if we can do like a little data link style thing. And what do we have in our data link? It's like a, I guess it's like something that you go up and action on it. Not too exciting, but it seems to have worked for a while. So what should we do? We need to get like tables and stuff. There are actually some cool desks in some of the recent updates. All these like rugged desks and stuff. Portable desk. See what these look like. That looks pretty cool. Does this work? What are some of the pros and cons of like a shipping container? Like, we can still spawn guys inside them. We can spawn enemies inside the shipping container still, so that's okay. So where's our desk gonna be? Panel? It's a panel. I don't understand all this stuff. Which is the back side of this desk? I guess these are the drawers. And this is, okay, they're both drawers. This is like a multi-sided desk. So I can go like something like that in the side. I wonder if I can open the doors like in the oh, look at that. Yeah, that's cool. Wait. That should have opened the doors. Why is it? I wonder what that actually does. Left mouse button Alt. It didn't actually open the doors. How do I enable simulation? Maybe it's just gotta be, maybe the Things got to be running for it. So yeah, we're just making a little composition here and trying to do it the as easy as possible. That's my motto. So what do we want? What's a data link supposed to have anyways? Data link's supposed to be like it's gotta have an antenna for sure. Little chair in there. Maybe two chairs, huh? Portable, two portable chairs. We'll probably get to some scripting this stream as well. Like there's lots to do, so we're definitely gonna get to some. Just for now, we're just doing some light and easy stuff. What else do we have? Got to be some electronics in here. We'll do. Got our satellite dish. It's always good. We'll need at least one of these. Where should it be coming out of? I sort of like almost like the older satellites, like the older satellite dishes, which were like mounted on the roof, sort of thing. I mean, are we doing this too? And players are gonna be like approaching it from the front mainly, so we can do like some cool stuff. That doesn't really look right there. How should we put this? Like that. And then in. How does this look? Got wheels on it. Doesn't look right. So do a server. Portable generator. This is quite a big asset right here. Maybe we will not. Maybe it just sits outside like that. It's okay to have holes in the container, right? That'll be like an indicator. Like players will be like, "Oh, I see that little generator," and they'll know there's something in there. Pretty big server. I mean, I guess we can put it on the table. Why not? Why not? Sort of looking through. Yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't like that. It's gotta be like something smaller. Router. That's definitely like data linky, right? All the routers. But a router. What else want to get? Portable monitor. This looks like this might be our like device thing that you have to go deal with. Get our chairs out of the way so stuff can happen in here. Maybe this is like our device that you gotta come in and deal with. Tablet. There's our antennas. So our good little antenna on the roof. Maybe we'll have two antennas. So like one and then another one. I mean, you need more than one on like a thing, right? Get rid of that one. Separate them. They've done so much with like Zeus, like you can open the doors with this stuff. Look at that door states right there. So cool. All right. So inside, a little screen, keep it simple. We'll see how like a guy looks inside here. So it's gonna be like maybe enemies can be like around it. Um, we better put like a wall high. Um, Walls, shoot house. Getting good at finding all this stuff. Tell you what. Shoot house wall. Oh my god, way too big. Crouch wall. It's pretty wide. Imagine that. Go into the data link and there's like a guy posted up here. If only it was like half. Like I want it like that. Like this. This is what I want. It's just too wide. So no walls. It's just gonna be a data link like that. What's in the other one? So there's a table in the other one. And then there's like some stuff. There's like some screens behind the table, and then there's like stuff on the table. Which is fun. So get the electronics. What else do we have here? Was it like the satellite phone in the other one? What was in the other one that we had to deal with? So we'll put that up on the table. Although that's a pretty old thing there. Maybe we can do better. I also need like a loot box, like something with some ammo and stuff in it. Or maybe not. Who knows? What do we got? We got a little. Oh, we got a laptop. I mean, laptops are like the universal, like come up and see what I do, come up and click me sort of tool. So I'm just gonna stick with the laptop. So yeah, somewhere like that. So I'll have a laptop there, and one of them will be like the capturable device. What's on this wall? It's pretty like barren, huh? Um, what else should go in this room here? Data linky stuff. Chargeable battery. Oh, that's pretty small. Pretty small. Refrigerator? Yeah, could have a fridge in here, huh? Little mini fridge for the data linkies. I mean, who doesn't have a mini fridge like by their desk, right? So we'll stick like that over there. And then what's against this wall? I think there should definitely be like, what do you call it? The problem is with this right here is that there's two devices on the table. So this is going to confuse players. They're going to be like the player's going to come and knows what they're doing. They're going to be like, all right, capture the data link, that disappears. And then the next player is going to come by and maybe he doesn't know what he's doing as much. And he's going to see this on the table and he's going to run up to it and like find it does nothing. So that is a design consideration. So, universal language, thinking like universal language game design stuff, we will get rid of this one. And we'll just have like our laptop in there. And what can go on that table? Don't really need anything there. Air condenser. Everything needs an air condenser. What happened to our little like cabinet? It went backwards. All right. Air conditioning unit? Yeah, we need an air conditioning unit. I think so. This looks nice. I feel like it'll just be sitting up here on wheels. I'm not sure how they got it there, but it's just on wheels up there. Maybe it doesn't look that good. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. So, we'll get rid of our guy. What other stuff is there that we can put in there? It doesn't really need to be that complex. I wouldn't mind a bit of cover. Just like the players open the door and there's like an enemy standing there, but the enemy has no cover. That's okay. So we need an antenna now. Definitely like more antennas are required. Satellite dish is nice, but maybe it doesn't cut it. So let's get obstacles. Oh man. I am tired today. Long day at work. All good. Let us. Yeah, we need an antenna. Things. What's in the medicine list? Not much exciting, huh? Maybe they need a bed to lie on. Maybe they need to be like, yeah, we sleep in here too. No, we're not putting stretchers. Stretchers have other purposes. Where are there any like antennas in here? What is that? Old laptop. I like how they actually call it old laptop. Let's see how old this laptop is. Yeah, it's got a floppy drive. That's pretty old. I agree with that. It's pretty old. What? So that's like Malden as well. Like the Malden terrain. It's pretty cute. I think that's like a picture of the editor actually. Groups, triggers, waypoints, markers. See what connectivity they have. VGA. Yeah, it's pretty old. Alright, delete that. Data link. Maybe that's just good enough. I still think it needs an antenna or something. So we'll go electronics. Scanning for antennas. This might be the best we get. So we'll get an antenna on there immediately. Sorry, Thingo, you're gonna go. And you are coming with us. Alright, so we have our antenna. Sort of like that, but at the same time it looks a bit funny. Maybe just one of those. And one of these. That's that. That's our data link right there, or at least this composition. Now there's another aspect to it. Where are our structures? Cargo platform green. Now what can we do here? How far? Move leg. What do we want to do? 100%. 100%. So that'll be like, didn't work. We want to bury it in the ground, and then we want to see, can this thing fit directly on top of it? I think it can. So what we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? I was going to, there's a function to control these towers. Let's see what we got to play with. Which is hatch open and close. Not what I want. There should be which update did it come in? Did it come in is it orange? Not orange. Maybe structures? No. Not tac ops. There's like functions that control these things. Let's see if I can find it. It's like an animation set. So I'm looking for boat rack. What's all this stuff? Boat rack. Boat recovery functionality. Adjust the offset. Okay. Not for us. Carrier, here, cargo platform. Cargo platform updates. That's such a pain how they changed the prefix to BIN instead of BIS. Try to snap to it. Adjust. So what? We should be able to like rotate the see if we can find this thing in the finding config viewer. We should be able to rotate the things like the panels. So we'll try. I'm just gonna do some stuff here. So where's my guy? Way the F up here. Put in the init. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'll just try to disable the simulation on these, all this stuff. Disable. What we got here? Oh shoot. Not that one. Disable. Yeah, this, I mean, I don't want to say it's boring stuff, but it's, you know, we get into some more interesting stuff soon. It's just, this is like necessary. You know, it's necessary. No other way to say it. Chuck that maybe in the corner. Alright, so we'll see what happens. Launch our scenario. So this is our urban data link so far. Just a room. You can have a laptop on it. A little fridge with something on it. Oh, stuff there. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a table. Now what do I do with this thing? Panel 2, rotate source. Panel 2, rotate source. I don't even know what I want to do with this yet. I'll name it, so QS platform equals cursor object. In chat. Make sure we got the right one. Cargo platform. Alright. Now, what are my sources? Panel 2 rotate source. So we'll go QS platform animate source, and then what are the parameters? Animation phase, and then what is instant source? So that's our animation phase. We'd want like 0.5, and then true for instant. Okay, so it rotates like that. So we'll try panel 1 as well. Maybe panel 0, see what happens. No, there's no panel 0. Panel 3 and panel 4. So it looks like that. But I want to increase it, so what if I go like negative? One, two. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're getting there. Three. What does 3 look like? 3's like fully down. So I want to do like 2-ish. So animate source, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3. Sort of like that. We never actually did anything with these panels either. That's sort of disappointing. We should do something with them, like something real. Anyway. Actually, damn, I just thought of a good idea. Cool. I'm just gonna write down a cool idea. Um, cool. Wrote that down for later. So now we'll go QS platform set pause ATL. QS pause equals position QS platform. We'll go QS pause 1 equals QS pause vector add 0, 0, -5. QS platform set pause 1, -1 maybe. So we're just like sinking slowly into the ground. Seven, 6.5. So what do we got here? What am I looking at? So I'm looking at a very cool little thing here, sort of something. Guess platform set vector up, and then -7, -7. This like now this like makes the little flat spot sort of -7. So what I'm looking at here is that I mean, it's not a bad thing that the container like shapes to the ground. It's not a terrible thing either. Um, I'm just thinking. What's going through my mind is like this spawning system we're gonna use needs to be very dynamic, and it'd be cool if there's like a way to our container medium sand, a way to like make sure everything's upright all the time. So there's like a thing under it, sort of. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, is there a manhole over there? Sort of creeping me out. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Like that, I'm just thinking right now. Lost in thought. Um, yeah, I don't know. So maybe that is not a necessary idea yet. Do you see what I'm thinking? Like, yeah, like wherever you put this thing, it creates like a little flat spot for stuff to sit on, and then you can like get up to it. So like, you're always going to be able to get into this thing because reasons. I don't know. I might save that for another idea. So I'll just ignore that for a sec. Go back to our editor. Alright. So we shall save our little new data link composition somewhere. Maybe like there. And then put it down to the ground. And that's pretty good, huh? So we'll save our data link composition for a bit. And then we'll have a look at stuff. I don't even know what I want to work on today. I just want to do stuff. So I have the super town. Gonna move that. Put something there. Actually, have that file open. My critical favorite file. There it is. Okay, so I do have what I need. Create simple object. Push back. Which one is it? Not sure which one it is. Not that one. Maybe it's this one. I'm just trying to like get the composition here. So I'll have to name our container building. This is our building. And then there's objects around it. What have I done lately with this stuff? What have I done? Okay. I need to add a number to the front. And then where's our file? Config. HP1. Go to 0, 1. Okay. So we need a number. That's fine. That's okay. Go to our file. What I'm just trying to do is put our new data link composition into a file. So I have to, I've changed the format a little bit from when I started working on this stuff a couple weeks ago. This is our new format here. So we got 0, type, model info, world to model, direction, and code. This looks like our gem right here. Back here. Man. Tighten that up. That's all I do pretty much is just make sure that's QS building. Start the scenario, execute our code, and come back to the file. We should have something which looks like, yeah. So we'll just do this stuff for a second. Shoot. So we're just building like a data list of all the objects, like all the information that we'll need to be able to respawn that composition. So we need like relative positional data, relative directional data. Yeah. This is our composition right here, sort of. There's like stuff in here that doesn't need to be here. Roads, get all that crap out. Runway, get that crap out. Alright, this is our composition right here. So, what we'll do, data, where's our, I guess we don't have like a real data link thing yet. Site, data link 1. Get our date going. 6/08. 2.2. What are we at? 2.1. Get rid of that. Data link urban. Then where are we? So we're in. There's our file. Oh my god. Here's our Leo. Data link 1. That's our data. And I want to look like this number at the front. that basically determines the simulation state or like the level of detail. Like 0 is like the lowest, and it basically means like it's a super simple object, like just the model pretty much, like non-interactable at all. So that's fine. Everything can be non-interactable, except for our something. Except for our laptop. Laptop needs to be, give it a 2. I forget what a 2 is, but we'll have a look. 2. Where's my spawner? 2 is a vehicle and simulation false. A 1 is a simple object. 1 select 2, X select 2. We'll try it as a 1 for now. It doesn't need to be anything greater. Then we won't have it. And it's going to have a bit of code in there. I have to get the actual functions, sub-objectives. Is it in here? No, it's in like SC sub-objectives. Sector control. Intel, find position. Satellite phone. Check this code. Securable. Sub-object 1. And then we'll take our thing, paste it over. So this is our urban data link composition. Site data link 1, US data, site data link 1. This will need to be initialized, compiled rather. Done to init common. Then here, site HP1. We'll go also site data link 1. Keep that cooked up. Yeah, that's that. Okay, our data link is compiled now. So we can actually run like a live test, but there's actually another little tweak that's been nagging the back of my mind. Go to AI, handle units. Suppressifier for vehicles. Suppressifier. Okay. That's good there. Else. Actually. Random one. Save not is suppressing. What I'll do is combat then what I'm do. So I have all these like this is a completely different this is very ADD style that what we're just doing now. So we're just working on like data link compositions for mission objectives. And in the back of my mind there was like something I wanted to do before I launched the game next time, which was tweak our suppressifier mechanics to make enemy vehicles and like static weapons more prone to attempt suppressive fire. Like right now there's all these evaluations before they even try suppressing fire. But I also want like, maybe they just fire shots off greater than 0.5, then if not suppressing, I guess we better do it properly. Do it properly. Not suppressing and random one greater than 0.5, then if not is suppressing, that's that. A lazy eval. Do specifier. Let's see if the unit attack target. What do I want? False, 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 -1. Let's just add that. Not suppressing. So this means like even if the enemy vehicle doesn't necessarily have like a perfect firing solution at the target it wants to shoot at, maybe sometimes it just tries to fire anyways, just to do some suppressive stuff. So yeah, there's that. A live attack target. One, okay, that should be fine. Yeah, so that's good. Now we will launch our, we'll try to compile first. We should compile first. Open our mission. Export server and run. And I'll be back in a moment. I'm just making a cup of tea, so I'll be back shortly. We're just launching our server, so maybe I can connect now as well. Are we already 50 minutes in? That's insane, man. We've barely done anything. Time's going way too fast today. Alright, so let's hook ourselves in. Let's go onto this. Actually. That's okay, whatever. So what do we got? We're on our ship. Ugh, I hate this town. Hello, guys. Sitting on the roof. They're doing fine, doing fine. What I want to do. What should I do? Should I do? Should I do? I was going to test. I was going to test something before I lost my mind. Yeah, okay. So we have our data link somewhere. So it's sitting in there. I'm just gonna check that it's actually like a. Actually, my tea's ready. One sec. All right, we're back. We're back. What are we doing? What on earth were we doing? Okay, we were testing. First, we have to see if our data link even exists. So we go system chat stir QS data site data link 1. Okay, good. So you can see in the chat that there's some sort of data there. By the way, like if you're just watching now, this is pretty cool. I really enjoy the script we worked on before. We like pop the doors and then launch this bad boy outside. I think this is a really cool script, and it remains cool as well. What was I doing though? Yeah, so we have data there. We want to. I'm like, this is such an inefficient stream where like I'm just going so slow today. It's been a long day, right? So I need the container that we have. Medium military green. And then we'll go like system chat stir type of object. Land cargo 20 military green F. So land cargo 20 military green F. Save that. We'll come down to here. Where are we? So we'll copy this bit of code. Spawn in another. Take our stuff. Register positions. Okay. Site data link 1. And then it's test array 4. That's alright. So this should, in theory, what we have just done. So yeah, no, we've like faffed around a lot. Like we've done almost nothing. Oh, the background of Notepad. Yeah, sorry about that. It's like it's just really easy on my eyes. I don't think I'm gonna change it. Is it like the resolution or is it just like the visibility? Because I really like this mix of colors, even if it's a little hard to read on screen on stream. I've used it for so many years that I don't think I'm gonna change it for without a very good reason, even if it's hard to read. So what we've just done, where's the center of our AO? AO pause, AO size, let's go 250 instead, so we'll cut out that. What we're gonna do, and hopefully what we will see here, is when I execute this code, one of these buildings is going to disappear and is going to spawn our data link in its place. So that is our objective. So when I come over here, we're going to go bang, drop it in. Server exec, wait a few seconds. And if we're careful, we can see somewhere something. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that building up on that area there has just despawned. Dude, that's not good. That building there has just despawned and has put the data link in its place. So that's, except for everything being up there like that. That's sort of weird. Wonder what to do about that. I'm sure I used to know what to do. But in theory, alright, so there's some weird stuff going on. We'll fix that. Definitely some weird stuff. What you say? It's the color of the text doesn't go with the background, especially the red text. It doesn't go with the background. I mean, yeah, the red the red is like comments. Yeah, the red's like comments. It's really easy for me to read. Like if I looked at like a white background all day, I would be blind by now. Just straight up blind. So we're going to test array. So yeah, there's some, actually, I wonder why it's doing that. Am I near the AO? I am. Well, there's like goats defending the radio tower. It's like radio tower area and goats defending it. So yeah, this building has disappeared and has been replaced with a thingo. We'll try again. So execute that, and this stuff should disappear in a sec, and then it should try with another building somewhere, sometime. It's theoretically happened already, I just can't see it. That's how sneaky this system is. I think it's happened. I just really don't see it. So apparently the container is now somewhere else as well. Let's see if the code actually worked. There's potentially something going on there. Yeah, it seemed to work. Code executed, no script errors. Yeah, no script errors there. I just can't see the container that should have dropped in. Whatever, I'll try it again. Server executes. I just gotta wait a second and it should select one of those juicy buildings down there. I don't know why it's not. Whatever. Okay, well the idea is that it replaces a building, like one of these buildings with like an objective. I wonder why it didn't work. Let's go back to our code and try to see what happened. I think it's this issue right here. But there's no exit with, so pause building. It should just pick a building. Data link 1, test array 4. That is nil. Set that to whatever. This should just work. I'm gonna copy again. And then execute. Oops. Actually, can I teleport closer? Ah. The server executes. It should just happen. I'm not sure why it's not happening. It worked the first time and then afterwards stopped working. I really wonder why. I don't know. It should work fine. It's all sussed out. This is a fun little script. Basically, like replaces a terrain building. It like hide or deletes or hides a terrain building, and then yeah. Test building 4. So if not is nil, is nil. Test building 4. Then building 4 hide object global false. Test building 4 can be our building to unhide it afterwards. Maybe this is why. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't affect anything. Test array 4. Could be like a script error in here from like a misclick a few minutes ago, maybe. But I doubt it. I think it's just not working. I'll try once more, and then if that doesn't work, we're going to debug it. So it should take a terrain building, delete it. Maybe is it doing it in here? No. Wouldn't be doing that, would it? I don't know, man. There's a bit of still a lot of work in progress stuff here. That's all I can think of. I'm gonna execute this locally to try to get like a script error pop up, because this is not producing a script error. So I clicked some stuff, and I'm wondering if it caused an issue. Whoa, I'm being like shot at. Okay, whatever. So, no buildings there? No fun? That's no fun. Try again. Sleep 2, tighten that up. Yeah, how about that? Anyways, like basically what was happening was it's deleting a terrain building or like removing it like that, empty spot, and putting down our objective there. So instead of like being out in the field or whatever, like out here, maybe it's like closer to town sometimes. And we're gonna do that with a few different objectives. We'll see. Let's see if we can see like how lethal these new AI are. We'll delete our snipers. And if you're watching, you can sort of see some of the AI stuff we've been working on in a moment. So just see how long like this attack lasts for. So we're gonna put down like a decent number of friendly attackers. That's like a decent number, right? Like 40 guys, and they're just gonna attack the HQ, and we'll just see how they do. So I worked hard on like to like make it more challenging. Maybe we'll spread them out. So we'll put this group up there, and this group maybe goes to the tree line there. Cover. That looks okay. So combat should start soon. One of the boats is already engaging. Oop. So what we're gonna look for is just how fast this attack gets like repelled by the enemy. How fast Op 4 pushes this attack back. See how nasty these MG towers here are now. They go ham. It looks like this boat is doing some suppressive fire. Sort of. Smoke's been called. Maybe they already need reinforcements. Get some reinforcements going. Okay, yeah, he's firing. I'm not sure what he's firing at. Yeah. He's trying. Helicopter's coming online. I'm not sure where these guys are hosing. Like, these guys are fucking hosing at something. Not sure what's going on there. Adds a nice effect though, doesn't it? I mean, they're shooting at something. I just don't know what. I have to figure out what these guys are shooting at. Yeah, a lot of what I worked on is like suppressive fire. So, like these guys are theoretically suppressing something. Maybe just adding tracer effect. I have no idea. They're supposed to be shooting and stuff, but I think it's that last bit of code I added like 20 minutes ago to allow them just to randomly shoot sometimes. Oh. Yeah, that's happening. I mean, I guess that stopped them all over on this side, didn't it? Sorta. Yeah, I mean, they're getting some kills, but they're not pushing that hard. Not getting that far. So these boats are also doing something, some sort of fire support going on. I mean, suppressive fire, right? There's some tweaking there to do. But it's like a balance between like effective fire and like fire for effect, if you know what I mean. Like it's sort of, you know, both are nice to have. The smoke's sort of like they fall from the sky now. Instead of like landing at your feet, they like fall from the sky. Pretty cool. In theory, they're using more smokes than they used to. I don't see any yet. They sort of have to be close, like maybe this guy would pop smoke. UAV doing a flyby. These guys don't have bombs under like 20. Man, there's some shooting going on, for sure. What's the silos doing? Yeah, so they're not getting very far, are they? Like, Blue 4's not getting very far. What were we doing earlier? Like, for some reason I couldn't get that code to work again. I never figured out what was causing the problem either. I'm not that focused today, guys. Like, I was just sort of messing around. I was hoping this would work, though. I wonder why. I wonder why it's not, though. It should work. It should work. Simple object. It's all good. AO pause, space marker, HQ pause. I think it might be like, I don't know. Problem. This block of code will eventually find its way into the mission. But for now, it's still very much work in progress. Sneak peek at the new sneak peek at the new UAV jammer, or I mean GPS jammer composition. Swapped at the what do you call it? The little Taru pod thing for a transport truck. I'm not sure what these guys are shooting at. I will get to the bottom of that in due time. For sure. Still getting strafed. I mean, it's pretty, isn't it? He's doing this. Pretty, isn't it? Okay. I just don't know why this bit of code's not working. Like, it's sort of a bit of a buzzkill, because this is why we're here. Was to check this out. I can put some debug lines in it. Maybe I should just do that, huh? Just be like a normal person and put debug lines in. It should work, right? It should just work. So a normal building should disappear, and our container should spawn in its place. But it's just not doing that. Nearest object, pause, building types. In size? Maybe I just gotta shrink the size. So we'll go like 15. This could be Y right here. In fact, I'm almost sure of it. Ah, we should get to see a new heli insert. A little sneak peek. Little sneak peek here. We get to watch a new helicopter insert. See how the guys get out in this? No? Like how the insert looks? Ah, I'm not even sure what he's doing there. Okay, yeah. See, they all like, they spawn around it, sort of? I'm not sure what the helicopter's doing. Yeah, it didn't work. But see how they like, they spawned around it? They didn't just hop out? Hopefully that increases like survivability. I gotta fix that actually. I'm gonna put that on my bug fix thing. So heli insert stays too low. I know what causes it to. It's just confounding why it even happened. And that happened as well. Alright. Wonder if these guys are looking for me over here. They're acting awfully sneaky like. So that did work. So now we have our composition again. So this is what happened. So like it worked. So you see here a building from the map was removed, and in its place was spawned our container. And yes, our composition is up here right now, but that is a small change to make. like a pretty easy change to make. Like a pretty easy fix, I mean. So don't worry about this. Just ignore this. Your laptop's on the table. It's all just like up here, but in general, it's working. You can imagine a container here. Laptop's there. Things there. What is that inside? Anyway. It's really distracting. Not sure what they're shooting at, but I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's something. Okay. So why was it spawning way up in the air? ATL to ASL. That shouldn't be an issue. Set pause ASL. House. Multiple worlds. Was it the getter that was like a problem? So my getter function was this. This is what I used, so I'm gonna actually copy this in. This is like a record of which function we used to build our data link composition with. So leave that there. I mean, I could just enlarge the writing high. Like, if I just, maybe it's easier to read on stream if I just make it bigger. So we'll just enlarge the writing and then see what happens. I've lost, like I'm now disoriented though. I have no idea where I am. Okay. Test building 4. That's that. I'm just thinking for a moment of why the objects are spawning like, why they're spawning, what do I say? Why they're spawning like in the air above the composition. This is significantly like above sea level as well. Good work, Arma driving. So yeah, we have our building and then we have our stuff up in the air. And it's well above like sea level difference. Like sea level is not that far down. And then our stuff is like way up here. So I have to have a look. Why, oh why? Use 6, drag this way out here. So we got a desk chair. Building. Get pause ASL. Maybe use get pause ASL. And then when I come back here, create vehicle ATL to ASL. I mean, that should be, maybe it's this. Set pause ASL. Alright, we're gonna try this. Hopefully. I'm not too hopeful actually. But we shall see, shall we? So our existing composition will delete in a few seconds, like all this stuff here. Alright, that goes back to normal. A few seconds later, the next building happens. So it happened here this time. What is shooting Sorry, bro. You're just gonna be deleted. Alright. So our stuff still spawn in the air. Just want to check it in person. Captive. We go map teleport. Chuck us in here. I'm gonna go have a look at the thing in person. Sometimes like simulation changes when you get close. Just want to rule that out. New friendly fire message. Oops. Oh yeah, never mind. See, it's all up there. Wonder if the building spawns there too, it just falls. Maybe the container just falls away. I'll figure that out. But this is sort of the proof of concept. See, like the mission itself is spawning like in an interesting spot. So now like the data link is theoretically like instead of being like out in the middle of like a clearing over here or like over here, now it's like in a more relevant spot, like in a town. And that will plug in nicely with, we're gonna get AI to respawn in towns more. Like these green units here. If there's a green unit in like, say this building here, so there's a green guy in there. This building is now a safe spawn site for enemies. Enemies will be able to like respawn in here because there's like a one of these, and these guys are going to be called like you say it, like respawn units, like respawners, little respawn sites. So these buildings that they're in will be cataloged, and then players, if they don't clear these guys out, enemy will be able to respawn in those buildings. At least that's how. I have to do some like respawn work as well, like how would you say it? Like you have to make it so players under no circumstances can like see enemy respawn. Because there's like players where my guy is here, I still want enemy to be able to respawn over here sometimes. Like pretty close. So they gotta not be able to see each other. I gotta do some work with that stuff. Yeah. What else can I show? I guess we can like. I guess what else can I show? I don't know. Question. I don't know. Hard to actually show stuff we've been working on. It's all like under the hood, back end stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the same with this objective as well, like the supply depot. Like this is like the wilderness composition. We'll leave that roughly how it is, but we're also gonna make like a urban analog, so that it as an objective can also spawn in towns. So we're gonna do that. That'll be happening over the next few days. And then yeah, there's a couple other things that I want to get done for this update. Mainly urban content focus, like urban mission focus. So yeah. Anyways, this has gone a long stream so far, and it's not a very interesting stream, unfortunately. But it's sort of like getting back to doing these things. Where is our guy? So we have here just want to show like what a team kill message looks like. So I've added in like new team kill messages. And they sort of look like this, like like that. So it'll come up right in the screen like friendly fire. You can still kill the guy, but it'll be like unmistakable, and it'll also come up for civilians. They have like a civilian there, shoot him, friendly fire. Not a huge warning thing, just you know, definitely hard to miss though. On the flip side, there's like, where are we? There's things like this, like hit in. How do you call it? Like a hit indicator, so you can hear if you hit the guy. So I will run up to the road up there. Where's our enemy? Somewhere like over the hill, probably. It's unfortunate. Not teleport. Up the hill there. Sorry, there's our guy out there. Just listen, like audio wise. You got like. He's dead. He's dead. So yeah, I'm not sure what the effect of this is going to be on like gameplay. But it's under a parameter option, so admins can turn it off when they like. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely like it's not for everyone, which is fair. So the communities that don't want it, they don't have to run it. And then there's also like some suppression effects coming in, again optional. Where's our options? So we have some options coming as well. This is one of them, like, suppression effects. So if we toggle it on, and then first we'll make ourselves like invincible, like, and then check a little patrol team out here, and just piss them off. Watch the screen, like see like the screen, not like shakes, but when I get shot at. But when I'm looking at them, there's no effect. So when you're looking at like an enemy, your screen doesn't flash because it's like you already know, like you know the shot's coming, you don't flinch. But if you look away, you're running or whatever, and you're getting shot from like the side. It's like you know about it. If you turn towards them though, that effect goes away. And like the longer you spend like without shooting, the more of an effect the suppressive fire has on you. So like when you're focused and like you don't flinch as much. If that makes any sense? So if you're focused, like you're shooting, then you won't flinch as much. At least that's the idea. Is there any guy alive? Yeah, there is. See like the screen, just suppression effects. Like it, I know like Ace Mod has very similar things. but more extreme. Like I've sort of made this one a bit friendlier. Like one, a bit more randomized. Two, when you're like looking at the guy, you don't get suppressed. You don't get the suppression effect. It's only when you're like surprised by the shot, like this. So it's like I think it's a pretty cool effect. Some people don't like it, so if you don't like it, you just go over here, options, suppression effects. Okay. Suppression effects off, and then you're just not affected by it. I'll put in like a server parameter to force it as well. Yeah. That's coming as well. It's a pretty cool effect. Like all that stuff's pretty nifty. Took a while. And it's pretty complex. Like not easy to do that stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. There's obviously all this like medic stuff that's gone in. Like I think this stuff's in now. Where like you got your Blue Force squad, and maybe like you put down, if we put down like a wounded guy. Then like there's a medic in the squad probably. The medic might just there's the medic. The medic might just come over and start doing stuff. So this stuff's in as well. That's pretty cool. It's for like players as well. Like say I'm in a squad here. What if I have like a medic who is on my team? So I got a medic on my little squad right here. So if I get a car, LDF car, what, like an ambulance? That could be cool. Maybe there's a wounded guy up the road at the gas station. So put a civilian like up here, knock him out, and maybe also like a NATO guy, also knocked out. Two down guys up here. We got our ambulance. Tell our guy to get in. And he gets. Up we go. Come up to the crash site. Come up to the crash site. I'm not doing anything. Out he gets. He's just topped out by himself. And off he goes. Just doing his thing. I wonder if he'll go for this guy. He should. Yeah. Maybe not. Okay, cool. So he only does like NATO people. That's cool. And then it gets back in. It's like an automated medic sort of thing. Pretty interesting. I wonder if he like. So he's in. But if I like put this guy down again, get rid of that one. Put that guy down again. Our medic will like pop out and go take care of him. This is already in, and it's just sort of new, so people don't know about it. It's in like 1.2, I think. So it's not specifically new to the next patch. It's just a little bit more refined. A few tweaks to it. Yeah. That works. I actually tried, I did some stuff, like there was complaints that like, if we were in like a tank, so we'll put down like a tank, slammer. There were complaints that like, if we were in a tank that, and the medic was in as a crew, that you'd like hop out, which is unfortunate. So we'll give it a go. So if he's in as like a, he's in as a commander right now. So in theory, he should not hop out to help this guy up here because he's in like a crew position. In theory, in practice, we'll see. In practice, he hops out. Okay. Okay, so there's still work to do there. That is a bug-ish sort of, but you know, there's worse bugs. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then we will do another stream probably tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But yeah, we're gonna do some more stuff with like the buildings, like what we were doing over here with the containers. We'll get this stuff like spawning down there. So we'll get this stuff in here. Um, we'll practice like setting it up as an actual data link. We'll just make it all work properly. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we'll build it into the code such that if there's like a town area like this, like it's not just like a wilderness AO, but like if there's a town area, that there's a chance that it, instead of spawning like out here like that, it spawns like in the town. And we're gonna do that for all of the objectives. So like radio tower, data link, supply depot, maybe even the gun towers as well. So we're gonna do that for all of them, just to like be a bit better to like marry the objectives to the town they spawn around. So yeah, we're gonna work on that over the next week or so, sort of ironing out all that, and then we're gonna work on getting AI to respawn in towns better. Like right now, they respawn like the squad might respawn out here, and then it'll like run in, sort of thing, like run into the area. Um, but when it's appropriate, some of the time I want them to actually respawn like in the town if it's safe to. So that's also coming, and yeah, I don't have much else to add for this stream, so just gonna wrap it up and